Hey Virgo, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a reading for the month of December. We'll be taking a look at your past, present, and future, kind of seeing where we stand energetically as a collective, right? This isn't a individual reading, though I wish I could do one for everyone. Maybe at some point I will, but we are doing a collective reading, so it's just the energy of the group. So if it doesn't resonate, that's totally okay. Just leave for those that need to hear right now and come back for the next month's reading. But we are going to take a deep dive to see what's going on. We'll start with the vibe of the month and see where we're at, what's going on emotionally maybe. And we'll do the past, present, and future. But let's see. This feels right. The Acolyte, new projects, learning. So there's newness within this month, kind of setting us up for the new year. A new passion, a new project, something that you're very passionate about. And it doesn't have to be a project, it doesn't have to be work related. Maybe like you are stepping into the new era of you. You want to change your wardrobe. You want to change like your outlook on life and travel more. Or there's something new that's coming in and you're setting yourself up for success right now in the next year. And I think that that is a great start to the reading. I don't know if you feel the same way. So let's go ahead. I feel like a lot of you might even be like hesitant, like you don't know if this is going to work out. I don't know why I'm getting that energy, but I'm just getting like a sense of beauty around it. There's nothing negative. There's no downfall with it. Let's go ahead, pull some past cards here. And present and future. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. So there's a lot of like waves I feel that you guys have been going through. So we have the past here. We have the Four of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. You guys have been working your booty off for something in specific. Something in specific. What am I talking about? You guys have been working very hard is the main takeaway of this. There's some kind of aspect of your life that you've been really working towards, and it's almost like you've almost given up on it. It's just like so defeating, so energy depleting, mentally, physically, emotionally, all of it. And you've gone to the point where you're like almost like, I need to take a step back and sorry, this was in the past. So you have kind of taken a step back and even like given yourself a break from this. Maybe you walked away, stepped away. Maybe like if you're working on a project, you kind of just like, okay, like I can't, like I'm getting like writer's block, or I don't want to mess up whatever art that I've done, or I don't know. I'm trying to think of an experience that I can like relate to this, but you kind of walked away from something and gave it some rest so it could breathe, and like you can come back to it, right? But right now you stepped away because it was heavy. It was a lot. It was hard. Again, like this is the Nine of Wands, so I'm getting this sense of defeat, even though you're nearing completion. So you haven't quite made it there, but you're so close. And there's stability, like you're bringing the stability. It's coming. But right now in the past, because of how hard you've been working, it almost feels like you had to take a break. You had to walk away, you had to step away and just give that situation a rest. So there is a break, there is a sense of a break. So maybe it's a relationship or something. There is a sense of like a walking away and taking a break. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in the present. 10 of Swords, which makes sense after 9 of Wands. Like, yeah, 10 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the Sun. So there is a situation here that has absolutely, completely made you like defeated. Which I hear you guys. I feel like emotionally you're just done. There's so much of you that's just done, and you're tired and you're exhausted, and you're just like feel like every angle of your life is just like one sword in your back after another, and it's just making you like kind of like give up. And there's a cycle here that wants to be completed, right? So this part of like you resting kind of needs to come into this month, as well as just my own advice, not really something that I'm seeing in here. And the reason why I'm saying that is because your guys are trying to tell you there is and with the retrogrades that are happening, Virgo is one of those signs that will be heading into 2026 after 9 years of like hell and learning lessons. There's a lot of sadness, heartbreak, and very hard, difficult situations. 2026 is supposed to be the year of abundance where everything kind of pans out for Virgos. So there is a cycle that needs to end in order for this new abundant cycle to start. And the sun is here. So this is my favorite card in the deck, one of my favorite cards. And this is like, if we had the actual card, the original tarot would be a baby on a horse with like a flag and all that. And for me, that is like purity. That is the rebirth. Maybe you guys have a baby that might be coming on their way, but there is a sense of purity, childlike energy that's going to be coming through. It's just allowing that cycle to end and understanding that it is what it is. Like, I had my fun, I had the experience, I need to let go, whatever that means. So it could be friendships, it could be family situations, it could be a relationship, work. Maybe you are starting a project, but there is something coming in that is going to bring stability. And like, when I say stability, it'll just be like, you don't have to worry anymore. It could be finance, it could be stuff, but it's almost like that thing that kind of failed that you've been working on. It needs to kind of, sorry, my dog started barking because my husband decided to come upstairs. So if you hear that, sorry. Um, so there is a sense of like something that you were working on that is now going to kind of happen, and you have that release of like it not being on your shoulder anymore. And that's what's happening. That's that newness, that new project, that new thing that's going to be coming in this month. I feel very strongly about it coming this month, if not towards the end of the month into the new year. But that's that, like, and learning as you go, because it's a whole new experience that it's new. All this is new to you. Again, you've been working hard towards something. So maybe like you've been working towards getting a new job and it's like a whole career shift. So it's going to be new. You're going to be learning new things. You're going to be doing the new things, and it's going to be a challenge, but it's going to be the beautiful outcome out of this. Again, but that cycle has to end. So if you have to quit that job to get that new career, that's just what has to happen. You can't have both careers, right? So at some point you have to make that decision. I feel like it's going to come. I feel like December is that newness coming in, and there's going to be beautiful difficulty behind that, but I think you'll be a lot happier, if that makes sense. Let's go ahead and see what's happening in the future. So we have the King of Wands, which is beautiful. King of Pentacles, also beautiful. Three of Wands. Holy moly, guys. There is stability. There is rebirth within the passion. Okay, here. So the King of Wands, oh, perfect. That is perfect. So there is a big salamander right here. That's what I wanted to show you guys. It's interesting that they have it like that on this card with the artwork. But the salamander is very resilient. So when they lose the tail grows back, that kind of thing. This is part of that like King of Wands energy, is like coming out of like the mud and becoming a beautiful lotus. I think this is what your future holds. There's going to be passion, fiery energy, stability, and the stability coming up twice for me with the King of Pentacles. There's just, I have everything I need. Like, everything that I work for is here. And that's part of this journey, but part of that journey is letting go of some kind of a cycle. But I feel like you guys are holding on to something. And I think when I say that, you'll know what that is, because you like subconsciously already think about that, but you have a hard time letting go because it's not easy to let go of something, especially if it has something to do with like something you worked hard for, right? Like, say you're at a job that you've been there for years and there's stability within that, like financially, and like now you're taking a risk. Like, yeah, that's beautiful, but like you have to do it if you want to move forward into the next phase of your life that you want for yourself, because you know that you're not going to find it in your current situation. So there's some kind of letting go again. And the Three of Wands is like looking for that future, and like I see you kind of making moves. There is adventure. There's like, and I see a partnership with someone else that you do it together. Three being like a collective, a community. And it's just, you're not doing it alone. And so like that is just so beautiful. So like knowing that like your future, like that kind of pans out, and all that you're going through right now is kind of going to end, and as difficult and sad and crazy as that is, your future is wildly beautiful and better. So I love that for you guys. That energy is absolutely stunning. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I'm gonna leave it at that because there's so many people that are watching this, and like I feel like there's so many storylines that I can kind of go and crisscross over, but it just is a stunning reading, and I'm excited for your new year realistically. But let's go ahead, pull last card, advice from your guides, see what they have to say. This feels right to me. That makes sense. I'm not gonna Lemuria. I can't. I'm not going to. I'm gonna let you guys read it and pronounce it yourself, I guess. So it's creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Yeah. I don't know if you can see the name on that, but we're gonna leave it at that. But it's happening, guys. Like everything that you've been working hard for, the past situation here, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, like you working so hard for something and being burnt out, and like you feeling like there's roadblock after roadblock and never things not happening the way it's supposed to, the things that you didn't plan, not happening the way you planned them to. It's just that has led you here for a reason. And I think also the reason why you've been led down the path where there was like a fail, a fail, a fail, a fail is because you had to learn these difficult lessons so that you can succeed once you finally do get that thing. I mean, I can tell you right now, I'm a Virgo. So, like, for me, I've been dealing with like a vision of my own, and I feel like that's very uplifting to hear, to be honest. I mean, am I gonna have a hard time letting go of a scenario? Sure. So, you're not alone, guys. Like, I feel like I'm reading this and I can kind of see my own storyline unfold a little bit here. But creating heaven on earth, it is all happening now. It is happening. Like you just have to believe it and know and realize that you're on that path. And the sun here coming out is beautiful. King of Wands, King of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Like all of those things are just so, 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 so stunning in the sense that like you have the strength and like the resilience to keep moving forward and all these stable things and like the just opening of doors. Like the world is in the palm of your hand, guys. So I love this for you. If this reading did resonate, definitely like and subscribe. Wow, I can't talk. Definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. And thank you guys for coming back. I'll see you guys next one. Bye.